We're
A
in this shit,
mysterious-
gamers.
A mysterious type of tea that brings a subtle sweetness to the housekeeping section. Any housekeeping
Woohoo.
matters that we need to attend to.
At this current moment, I do not.
I'm gonna go
Now
to bed
that I
night.
can think of
Oh, let's go into bed.
What?
Go to sleep.
The fuck you are.
Eepy.
Hold on, let me post it, chat.
Sorry, I wanted to switch over my phone.
Going to bed. Love you. Stay safe.
Flop.
All right, but any serious actual housekeeping stuff?
Can't think of anything right now.
Nothing other than me apologizing for not being able to get the clown taxonomy done.
Dude, you needed a nap.
You,
Frankly,
yeah,
I
what?
know,
that's a good
so
thing.
fucking bad. Huh?
Frankly, I think that might be a good thing. All right.
Who wants to do recap?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Didn't know about.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me crack mine
Whoa.
too.
Oh, we got a double.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
A double.
I got that shit on my monitor on accident.
Whoops.
Woo!
Lick your monitor.
Okay, I'm back over here now.
No,
Don't do
Lick
that.
it clean.
Lick your monitor.
I'm not licking my monitor
Lick your
back.
monitor.
Shut the fuck up.
I swapped to my phone because I know that my computer mic is just not good enough to hear it without accidentally spilling soda all over my computer.
It picked up though, Madison. Don't worry. I poured my shit directly into a mug, by the way.
I just drink mine
Mug
straight out of the
moment.
can.
This truly is a mug moment.
Weirdly enough, I can't really drink soda out of anything other than the original container it came in because it tastes funny afterwards.
I
That's
get that.
fair.
It does. It is different. You're right.
I just really enjoy drinking out of mugs.
Maybe
That's
because
also
you just
entirely
like
valid.
how it modifies the taste in your mind.
Legit.
I love yummy metal.
Legit. No, it's about the feeling and like the camaraderie about it. Drinking out of a mug for me.
I could chew on some metal right now.
It's the same reason why I prefer eating pie cut thin crust pizza versus regular square cut thin crust pizza for no reason other than it just feels right.
Well,
That's
also,
Yeah, the shape
also
is good.
triangle pizza is the correct way to do it.
Yes.
Yes, triangle pizza is correct.
But
Objectively,
legit,
like,
at the King's Feast, bro, I was popping off with my mug.
True.
I
Look, I've as somebody who
Shout out to TRF.
right
Also, white baby.
TRF.
Yeah.
We're probably not gonna do King Feast unless they're like $150 a ticket.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Ouchie.
So, like, yeah,
Bro.
unless we ain't doing that.
But as somebody who is from where the good pizza is, you do pizza in triangles. You do
All right.
pizza in triangles.
So everybody,
In soup.
who would like to handle
Yeah.
recap this session?
I have such a long fucking week. I genuinely do not remember what happened last week.
I have time.
Well, nothing happened last week.
That's my.
We entered
That's
before
why you don't remember.
the week before, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember what happened last week.
And then we got Pokédex scanned.
Yeah.
Oh, we did get the Pokédex, and Miris was really, really excited, and he wants his own Pokédex because you basically gave the fucking Breath of the Wild character a compendium, and now I'm obsessed.
I do. I Murmur also wants one. It would make her job a lot easier.
We also started the
It'd be
whole
so good just to keep
and-
track of everybody.
and the reason we got into clown taxonomy is because Nova said I should update my makeup, and I told him I had to paint the whole egg for this
Yeah.
look.
Exactly.
All right. With that, we shall begin session with you all continuing on your journey through the second floor.
A whole lot of nothing.
I have a question. So now that
Big
her phone's
empty.
fully charged,
Yes, your thing is fully charged now.
is it gonna be like easier way for her to charge it, or she should just have to find an outlet?
You're still gonna find it out then. Anyway, somebody give me something like vibey, kind of liminal music.
Oh. Lo-fi beats to
Shoegaze?
No.
I'm kidding.
Any shoegaze?
No,
I'll find
lo-fi.
We can play.
Yeah,
Days
no, I'll
Sleepers.
find something. I got real suggestions.
Aesthetic in my head
Anything
is
by the
was
Cocteau
screaming.
Twins. I recommend Cocteau Twins. Very ethereal.
See, I've been
very
listening to a lot of
vibey.
metal recently, so my recent shit's too not good for this.
I have also been listening to a lot of. I've been listening to metal, extra tone, noise, and
Oh, I
general
found the Dinky Dinky
extreme
track
breakcore.
that hopefully there's.
For context, Evie, that's the comparison between the normal and shiny forms. I'm looking for the smallest one on the very left.
I know the difference between normal and shiny.
Yes,
no,
but the little
specifically
looking for the tiny guys.
I'm looking for the tiny guys, and specifically the models in Scarlet and Violet, because depending on like the art and like the model in the game, they have drastic differences. These are specifically the Scarlet and Violet models. They're fucking identical. I'm sorry.
They're
like
very difficult depending on the lighting to tell the difference between them.
Yeah, and I was on a
One's blue, one's light blue. What do you want?
Look.
Yes,
Evie,
but
have you seen the
in
lighting
the game? The lighting is difficult. And
horrific. I was on a mountain where there was a slight bit of white dust flowing through the air. Everything looked white. Not even pale blue, just white.
To tell between two very similar shades of blue.
Like, I'm not by any means bad at spotting the difficult Chinese. I've found multiple fucking slowpoke in this game by sight alone, alright? But Poliwag is a whole nother level. But I want a Politoed so bad, so I don't
vocal
care.
tracks. Let's pull up some. I don't know. Yeah, I think we can do this.
But yes, are you all discussing anything as you continue your way through floor 2?
So all the power comes from here.
Yep.
What exactly is the power for besides just keeping the world existing?
All sorts of bullshit.
What else does it need?
I mean, look at her. What do you call it again? An agent?
Yeah.
I mean, how does that work? I mean, does the power supply for that?
Well, the direct power supply that it would have to pull from is a different power supply, but the power supply that supports that power supply is supported by this power supply, yes.
There are too many goddamn power supplies.
The consort speaks up. Where we currently are functions as the magical battery of sorts that supports the rest of the archive. You need to understand that the archive is a closed system. And I understand that you come from a world where the term thermodynamics doesn't exactly mean anything. But because it is a closed system, there have to be methods by which to input power into the system, otherwise the whole thing grinds to a halt.
You know, you've been surprisingly helpful recently. Good job.
That was condescending.
They have been incredibly helpful.
They have been more than helpful, and they wouldn't even have to be here. You know, this is all
Frankly,
on their bargain. You know,
equally helpful to you.
The way that this entire floor operates is occasionally some people down in arrivals, they don't arrive living.
So that's concerning.
Oh.
It has to do with the nature of the transfer. It could be a particularly violent process in some realms.
Well, in that case, I am very glad to have arrived alive. Oh god, there's
chances are, if you guys made it through, your families probably made it through. It would be unlikely that you would, if you have not interacted poorly with the system, then your families would have probably not interacted poorly
see mom and dad again.
Unless they're made of some really bizarre magic. Probably not. Probably.
I would hope to run into my family at some point. That would be wonderful, or at least parts of it.
God, who
Our
would I
group
want to run
was,
into?
very, very large. It was
Do you have
almost.
anybody interesting in your life positively? I guess. Any of you?
Well, I had my crew.
Yeah.
I had my crew with me. They were quite the useful bunch.
Yeah.
We got along as well as anyone else could have as a group. Always had our fair share of drinks and companionship. Oh God.
I wish I could see Jensen the Button again.
Who's that?
Gets in the butt.
He's my wrestling mentor.
Ah.
Oh wow.
Gnostic?
Mm.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh boy. We all know how good I am at those.
Uh-oh. Perceive.
Oh. Can I try?
I
Nope.
love.
Oh.
I love how
You
for
may
some
not
reason
look.
in this game in particular, my dice hate me.
Get a
I think it's
perception
Roll20
check.
in general hates you.
Yeah, I
It-
think so.
yeah.
The consort will continue. Well,
20
those
carat
realms
run
that
of,
experience a more violent reaction
bad
to the
luck.
transfer process, we make use of everything. So we take that violent reaction, condense it down into a magical substrate, and it ends up here on floor 2 for processing.
Everything's recycled, basically.
Interesting.
Oh, everything is awesome.
Similar in a way to a combustion engine. It's just the combusting is, well,
So it's a very grim version of compost.
Not exactly. That would
Hmm.
imply that we're deriving energy from the act of its decomposition. No, we're deriving energy from the act of the realm actively disintegrating.
it is the actual active force of. You ever seen fireworks, Finn?
Yes, I've seen a firework.
Yeah, the power of a firework. If it explodes particularly close to you, feel it in your chest. The power itself of the kaboom is what we're using.
Do you see all those glowing
Ah.
plants passing under
Supernova.
me as I run?
Yes.
Each one of those is a violent reaction contained for the purpose of powering the archive.
Like I said, a massive combustion engine.
Chance that reaction could become externalized onto the wrong stimuli?
Basically 0.
Okay,
We're fine.
that's reassuring.
The
That's-
vast
that's-
majority of the plants that you see here don't actually have a reaction left in them.
Well, that's disconcerting, I'd say, in some way.
Is there a way to clear away the plants that are no longer useful, or is there a chance that the second floor could run out of space one day?
Do you need a gardener or something to come down here? Yeah.
Actually, the plants that are no longer serving the purpose of power generation serve the purpose of further increasing the efficiency of the refinement process.
Oh, wonderful.
At this point, whenever we get a new reaction in, they're split up amongst all of them.
Oh, that's good.
It's rather efficient.
New plants don't grow here. The second floor was made like this. It hasn't changed since. It's one of the few places at the archive that I would describe as stagnant.
And yet, simultaneously, the most violent.
Interesting.
Funny way.
Now, you could probably set the second floor off if you wanted to go through the meticulous process of cutting every single one of these little nodules, but this floor is so massive that not even a grand elf could probably do it in their lifetime.
It
No.
would be a little funny to see how long it would take with a pair of scissors.
It would take possibly armies of elves that are very long-lived, very much dedicated their entire millennia's worth of lives' works to purely cutting down every single piece of grass or little
Oh.
flower or anything. It'd be again a waste of time and energy.
So
There
elves
are
are long-lived as well, then.
likely
In
easier
your
ways
world,
to
anyway.
destroy the archive.
They look over. Yes, back home, elves are an incredibly long-lived species. They live for a few 100,000 years.
Don't ever met a Triton that old, but also my family was a very young one, so I don't know how old I could possibly be.
Finn, are you really trying
It
to
came
count
it
them?
came to me in a dream.
Finn, are you
I was
really trying
thinking
to
of
count
this, and then I was like,
It's fair.
count how many nodules is here.
I mean, just there are 1, 2, 3.
One.
This is
Hold on.
stupid.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3. This is really stupid. 4.
Um,
It
Consort
takes
will
so
continue.
long.
Well, when that reaction is refined by the plants down here, it turns into a kind of magical substrate that's then redistributed throughout the archive. That helps to preserve the archive's dimensional stability.
It's quite genius.
And that's the nature of the creator of the archive for you. I'm honestly not surprised they came up with the solution. I wonder how many different versions of Floor 2 there were before they came up with this, though.
I'm so.
I would love to see the process.
I don't know if I'd want to be anywhere near the vicinity of that process.
Well, inside, of course.
Yeah, because if
But
something
just
goes
to
wrong,
see the different designs.
Rolling a d6. Ooh.
Hey,
Oh
Hey.
no.
Cyber
Let's-
Cleric, you're up.
Oh.
Roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh. It's going one by one. Count how many perceptions there is.
Hey, can I roll
There's-
guidance on my ass?
Not for this, no, because you did not know this was coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I
never
think
mind.
guidance you have to like
You have to
you
beep.
have to
know
know.
what's happening.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You basically have to plan a
Yay!
guidance.
Yeah,
Yippee!
Didn't even need it.
Estrella.
Yeah.
You take a moment to take in the beautiful, beautiful scenery. Is that tree fucking staring at me?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna look at it like. I feel like that tree is watching
Tiefling
us. I don't like
tree
it.
icon.
I would
Do
now
trees
like you to
normally
roll
watch
me
you where you're
a
from?
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
It's
What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is.
Do trees normally watch you where you're from?
No. Wait.
it's this
I love
tree.
it.
This tree's
Hold
staring at
Estrella.
you.
Hold up. I mean, yeah, some trees are like have hidden cameras in them, so like maybe.
I am sorry to say this. You failed.
Oh
What
no.
the fuck?
You failed the wisdom save.
You
How?
failed the challenge!
Got it.
You failed the challenge!
Uh-oh.
I am going to mark something down on my end.
That's
Can I
That's
have
very
one
vague,
answer?
and I'm
There's a fail.
concerned.
What I had to
The
roll?
wise mystical tree.
Estrella,
That's the
do you
tree
have
that's
any
staring
abilities
at
that
us.
prevent you from being charmed or frightened?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm really curious. What the fuck did I have to roll to like survive that?
22.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
very scary.
It is very scary how we're getting like tree spooked listening to Take 5.
Anyway, do you
Yeah.
have anything that prevents you from being charmed or frightened?
No.
In that case, hey, Estrella! You are being hunted.
Uh-oh.
You could feel it in your bones. You could feel it in your nerves. You feel it in the depths of your soul. Something on this floor wants you dead.
Gonna like tap Homer. Are we sure?
Every
Not?
time you try to speak of it, the words fail to leave your mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh,
So you know, but you can't tell us. That's scary.
nobody on floor?
Not that I know of. Why?
Cat got your tongue.
You okay?
Oh god.
Is something wrong? You look
Bad.
pale.
You know,
Hmm.
when people usually get those kind of looks, it's unnerving.
Can you
That's not
look
very
around
good.
on the
That's
fucking
not a
dog?
good sign.
Quickly do a fucking.
I mean,
What a fucking.
noticing that
You're not
Estrella is
from
kind of
the
out of it,
photo.
can I like take a look around to see if I can spot
Hold on,
anything?
Estrella,
Like I'd be
what were you
looking for
going to
more
say?
kind of immediate danger.
Yeah, hold on. We'll get to that in a quick second.
Yeah.
What were you going to say,
Yeah,
Estrella?
yeah.
She's gonna want a quick diagnostic on her, maybe see if something's wrong with her.
Let's
Mm.
see. Adrenal levels have skyrocketed. Other than that, everything's fine.
Mm.
Yeah, fucking her fight is kicking in, so she has high epinephrine, high endo, high no, and high no. I'm fine.
You done mumbling?
Thinking about Firefly now, because I know
Yeah.
about that.
You
Yeah, you should do. I bet.
look
I
No,
I'm
like
panicky.
rather nervous whenever my fight or flight is triggered. I tend to be a little bitey.
You stay over there then.
Little bitey.
I apologize. It's an instinctual thing.
Well, no, I mean, I would assume you are a.
Anyway, Estrella, what's
predatory
got
species.
you what's got you all bothered?
I don't know.
Remember, everyone come over to the side of the of
The side of
come
the
over here.
fox.
Yeah, come over here.
Yes, try not to.
Event to get everyone in a group huddle.
Oh,
All right.
we're in a strategy meeting.
Yeah. Just one minute, Australia. We'll get to you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Something might be wrong with her.
Well, no
Right.
shit.
Like
Boss,
like
you wanted to
mentally.
look around to see if you could see anything, right?
More kind of active threat scanning, yeah. Like I wouldn't be looking for anything
I'm just
super
gonna give this
spooky,
to you.
but like,
You see nothing.
huh? Very
Whack.
strange.
Look, she's gone through a lot. Maybe
It
she's
has
just
been a very
having a
stressful
little
time.
anxiety. That's
A little bit,
not
little bit of
unusual.
little bit of paranoia.
Well, not paranoia. Look, I'm not gonna judge her for being a little, freaked out. A lot's happening. Her body hasn't had time to process. I don't think anything is psychologically wrong. Don't be rude.
I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to get them to help.
We're gonna have to work on how you word things, buddy.
Yes, assuming that someone has mental health issues due to a brief moment of what's the correct word?
Panic?
But
Being
it's the way it's the
under
way
acute
she
stress.
phrased it. Like this, I've seen people who phrase these things like this before.
Look,
Hey, Estrella,
They were not well. Oh
let me
god.
add the wisdom save.
oh no.
Fucking damn it. Okay, hold up. Thanks, Logan.
Oh no. Is what I had to say to that.
Chat were afraid.
Chad, it's taking for
This
fucking
is-
ever.
This is scary.
It's scary.
You passed this time.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh.
Nothing happens.
Yippee.
You're still paranoid as fuck, but nothing progresses.
That's good.
Okay.
I have 15 cigarettes left.
Oh no.
I'm smoking all my
Bad
cigarettes.
nap on the dog.
The consort comes upon an odd sight.
Oh.
And what's
There's
this now?
somebody walking through the second floor.
Oh.
There's people
What?
here.
Huh.
I thought this floor was empty.
Usually is.
It usually is, yeah.
Usually is.
Let me get them out.
Do they need help, perhaps?
This is who you see.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
aren't they just a charming sort?
Oh, they look
Whoa.
Is this a kangaroo?
Big.
very
Or is it
interesting.
another bird
No,
folk?
it's an Aarakocra.
Aarakocra. Okay.
Aren't they
Alright.
just a happy-looking sort?
That's a big
Ooh,
bird.
let's try. Scan them. Scan them.
Oh, yes, you could do that.
Get him in your
What?
Pokédex.
Are you scanning?
It's okay. I'm gonna ask. I'm like, hey, it's okay if I like scan you with my agent.
The consort slows down as they get close to them. Estrella? You're unable to say why, but your heart sinks in your chest staring
Oh,
at this thing.
gonna
Oh.
with Erica. Damn, my racist.
Oi, Clokey, what you doing out here?
Aye. The fuck with
What?
the names, boy.
He's a cloaked individual. We've dealt with him before. They're never a good sign.
That's
That was
Rude.
Okay.
rude as fuck.
quite rude.
Anyway, sorry about him. How would you do it all the way out here?
I am walking.
Aha.
Interesting place to have a walk.
How so?
Well, there's nothing out here to
It's fuck all for miles.
be worried
There
about your
are
health.
the colors, and myself, and you.
It is very pretty here, yes. But
Man, I don't trust this guy.
I
how long have you been walking?
can hear you.
Oi, quit beeping in on conversations. It's rude.
How long have you been walking? It's very far from anywhere. And
A
we had to be on the
while
to get here.
now.
Do you need help? Do you need help getting to the doors?
Company for a while would be nice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe
don't
we
see why not.
slow a bit. Would that interrupt our time frame too much?
Yes, we are running very behind.
Yes, we're on a tight schedule, you know.
That's true.
We're not really here to
No.
take in the scenery.
Is there... Would it be terrible to... I turn to Sorel. How do you feel about perhaps taking them with us?
Mm,
Are you getting the same
If
vibes I'm getting?
you insist. All right, climb on.
Really don't think we should be picking
I
up
would.
every
I
random
will
stranger we come
offer
across.
my cloud hand.
They will accept it. Their touch is cold.
Mm.
It's gonna you try to scan them.
As you try to scan them, nothing registers.
Interesting.
Gonna like tap Momo, like, hey Momo, I got something I want to show you on my phone real quick. On my agent real quick. Come on, look at it for me.
Yeah. What's up?
Like small, like little, like typing, like quick force, like thing she got. Force. Guy's sus as hell. They're like on a quick message.
Yeah.
Then like we'll show like the scanning thing, like
Interesting.
that, nothing.
Hold on,
Huh.
hold on. You're showing Murmur by running the scan on them again,
No, she opened up her phone. Okay.
right?
Went to the force like text message. Just type guy sus. Showed it to Momo. Then
And
went to the
showed me
scanning
the
device.
original results of the scan. As in, there was nothing.
I see. Hey, Murmur?
Yeah?
Normal scan looks like to you.
But you said we got nothing.
Yeah, I said that you got nothing.
So for me, it just reads Arakakra?
It reads, hold on, I need to get my notes out here, because it has a specific thing it comes up as to a person who hasn't failed the fucking save in regards to the thing previously.
Oh boy.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
It comes up as a greater sign.
Greater sign. Do I know whatever the fuck that is?
You don't. That's new.
Like, I'm gonna look at what it comes up as. I'm like, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
What's its grading?
Does it have a
I
grading?
It
think so.
has a rating of A.
You know, how about we just ask you, what they prefer to be
Hey.
called? What's your name there?
Oh,
A grade.
I've
Huh.
gone by a few.
Again,
They seem
That's-
to think. How about Auron for now?
Auron. Okay. That
Ugh,
name is funny
Well,
for me for other reasons.
Well then,
also I went to overseeing as well. I don't know why.
To make sure I heard that right, it was like Amora, right?
Auron?
On
What?
host club.
can you
Auron.
put that in the chat just to be safe?
Yeah,
the
because
spelling.
I'm having trouble understanding. Sorry.
It's that good
Auron
old
host club.
audio processing.
All right, Auron, got it. Like the berry, got it. No.
Yeah.
As the fox begins their trek once more, what brings you all here?
Well, what brought you here to walk? I feel like we
They
might be
tilt
entitled
their
to some
head.
questions first.
They tilt their head. I enjoy walking.
I guess this is a good place to just walk. There's plenty of space.
It is a very beautiful place. I agree that the scenery is.
Could do a hike
wonderful.
here someday.
Mhm.
I sense you are suspicious of me, clown.
Just a little bit.
You know, I've had a thing about people in cloaks. They're never as trustworthy as they try to give off to be.
Vin tends to be a little paranoid.
A little.
Naya's got him this far, so you know.
It's got yeah, exactly. It's my instinct has gotten me this far.
I suppose, in contrast, I can be a little too trusting.
Yes, actually, you're quite too readily to pick up random strangers off the side of the road. No offense, of course, intended. But we just met you, and you got a
And this is
being about you.
Well, yes, but they seem okay. I guess
A
we have no reason explicitly not to trust them, other than there seems to be
being.
no reason why they're here.
Just a general feeling about you that I'm getting. It's not a safe one. The kind that I'm gonna wake up with a dagger in me heart.
Hmm.
I'm staring hard at them.
Something tells me that a lot of people don't like you.
And I get the same from you. Tons of
Ooh.
fun.
If anyone's looking at Murmur, they're like looking at them. Like so there's weird bullshit probably going on with Murmur's iris.
Mhm.
Like
Hmm.
opening, widening, shortening,
Yes.
opening,
Estrella,
shortening, lining.
are you paying attention to Orin at all?
Yeah.
I would like you to now roll me a charisma save.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
a character, were you basically just gonna go down the line until one of us failed and or none of us did?
That was the idea, yeah.
Okay.
Eventually, if none of you failed, your trip through floor 2 would have been entirely uneventful.
Okay.
Wow.
Fun fact: I think
triggered
I'm
the
probably
event.
the only one. I'm the only one here who has effects about being resistant to
Estrella
charms.
jumps that hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's because that's my dump stat.
Oh,
Estrella.
no.
There's something almost hypnotic about the way Orin speaks. Not quite like a siren's call, but it's difficult not to listen to them, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
I don't like them. I'm just having to listen to them.
Murmur's just trying to puzzle together what they are.
So, Orin, what do you do for fun besides just walking about endless fields forever?
This field is not endless.
Well, obviously, it's got walls.
I enjoy collecting.
No, not Travis.
That
What
we are of
exactly
like
do you
mind?
collect? Because you know
Many.
you don't strike me as a stamp or coin man.
Do you collect fabric?
Correct. I like fabrics sometimes, stones, mementos mostly.
Potion.
I'm a trinket fan myself. I always like a thing that has a good story.
What do you mean by memento?
Things with a story, a memory, or an idea.
Hmm.
That
I
sounds-
enjoy the history behind them.
She's gonna pull out her agent. Text
I don't
again.
have anything.
Point it to Mama. Is he talking about people? Question mark, question mark.
You know what? Can I offer him a
gonna-
piece of candy in my rock
I'm gonna
candy bag?
shrug.
You will accept it.
I look genuinely like just puzzled.
The way that they move is slow, deliberate.
Yeah. Using her agent. She's gonna show it.
Anybody watching Orin can roll insight, if you will it.
I would like to, yes, but I know I'm gonna be bad
Vibe
at it.
check?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
I'll have been watching this.
I was good at vibe checking.
Mirror and Estrella.
Estrella and Murmur are the only ones who passed.
Mirror.
No, Miris did
Okay.
Oh, what did Miris get?
21.
21.
Oh, Miris got it. Oh, Miris passed as well. I didn't see Miris's roll.
It's okay.
Yeah, it was right above mine.
Yeah, scroll up, homie.
But Miris, Estrella, and Murmur, you all passed.
Okay. I'm assuming it was
The
8
three
to 9.
of you see these slow, deliberate movements, and a quick thought comes to your mind that it's very similar to how you would move when you're trying not to spook an animal.
I really don't like this.
Hmm.
This thing is much more powerful than it's putting out.
So yeah.
I'm
So you can.
I nudge Estrella and gesture for the agent.
She is handing the agent.
I am going to
Hey.
text in the text box. This thing is much more powerful than it's putting out. This is a big one. Just big one, all caps.
Or text back. I know. How do we get rid of him?
And I'm gonna do the. I'm doing big shrug.
Good question.
Hey, I have
Vin-
a question real quick.
Yeah.
Given Miris's background as both someone who's hunted a lot and an animal conservationist, would he be able to tell the difference between whether it's trying not to spook us as in waiting to strike or trying not to spook as in trying to make sure we're okay?
Oh.
I suppose that the best way to describe it would be, imagine you were trying to interact with a wild deer that walked up to you.
Uh-huh.
That kind of slow, deliberate movement.
Okay, so not necessarily with intent to harm. He's just trying to like not scare us.
Yeah.
So,
It's
Vincent,
very much the kind of slow, deliberate, methodical movement that it's easy for even a wild animal to keep track of.
so
Okay.
Vince, like, so I'm gonna say, Vin's been keeping a close eye on him, especially what his hands do. And Vin's just gonna look at him. So, you have a hobby, work, what you do besides walk or collect?
Not much besides those things.
What? No interactions with other people, that like-minded individuals. No. Like,
I am very solitary.
Well, that sounds like a very not fun existence. I can't imagine not being around others.
very boring, very
is.
dull.
It is hard for me to make friends.
I can see why. Anyway,
I'm gonna
Many
light bonk on head.
I
Miris
find
takes note of
me
it. Yeah.
upsetting.
again, you got a demeanor.
I'm going to look at them directly. Is that why you take the form you do?
I cannot shape change, if that is what you are implying.
So this is your natural form.
It is my only form.
Fascinating. You seem
You and me both.
very elevated
I can take many forms.
of an individual.
I can get big.
He can. It's true. They can. I've seen it.
So Mira's taking note of the fact that it does not seem to intend to harm, is going to be a little more outwardly friendly as far as body language goes, even though everyone else is kind of closing off, I guess.
No, Vin's posture and like the way he's carrying himself is very openly hostile towards this guy. Vin is very much waiting for the moment this guy pounces to react.
I'm
Yeah, Mira's going to be more openly friendly.
cautious.
Fucking cautious.
I am cautious, but I think it is just alien.
So, why are you interested in what we're up to here?
You offered me a ride.
That is true.
That is correct.
That was Miris. They're very.
I
That
was
weird.
walking.
Are you here on this floor often?
Occasionally, I visit to get away.
I see why this would be your spot.
I was surprised to see others.
We were
We're
both, well,
on a journey.
You are heading up, yes?
Correct.
There's a town up there. Many people would assume to go to civilization. It's where it's
I
most
know.
open.
Many there do not like me.
Oh.
Sure, they
disappointing.
don't.
Is there any particular reason, or
They are They seem to stop to pick their words carefully.
Oh.
I believe afraid.
Mm.
Got a demeanor.
Were you born here in the archive, or were you brought in?
I was born here.
Huh.
I am only 26.
Oh,
Oh.
you're you're about the same age as my little sister. She hasn't even had her first growth spurt yet. She's still a little guppy.
Oh, your
I
species
was
is particularly long-lived. That's right.
I was
I'm
born
135,
different.
and even that is in my 20s-ish compared to most younger species.
Mm.
Yes.
I don't feel like getting too intimate about how old I am right now.
That is okay. Elves live a very long life.
Does your kind live for very long?
Do
They
they?
think for a moment. I do not know. My parents did not like me much either.
Oh.
Shredder's gonna type on her agent, and this time show it to Vin.
He'll look at it.
He says, "Your news is this. Ask him what he is. Want to know if he's gonna slip up."
You know, I'm new here. Never met person that's a fish. Never met a person that's whatever the hell an archivist is. What are you? No offense intended. Just curious.
I am Oran? They seem confused by the question.
Mm.
They're aware that you can be something other than what your name is.
I'm an elf. They're a fish.
I am not a fish.
They're a very particularly horny woman. That they're able to grow.
I do not like what the others called me.
Oh.
Hmm. Then you don't have to go by it, honestly. If that's how you
Yes.
see it.
We all have things we'd like to leave behind, don't we?
Mirror's
Oh,
pupils have
hey, we've got a
very
first time.
much. I need to
We got
keep
a
this
first
away
time
from the phone.
chatter in the form of Get
Ooh.
Woo!
All right, chat. We're assigning them a new name.
Hello.
Hello,
Who is our new little guy?
We had Filbert last time.
Ah.
We wait. Can I name this one? Can I name this one?
You can name this one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
for Filbert.
What do you got?
Okay. Your new name is George.
George!
Hello, George.
Hello, George.
We have named you George, and we
Maybe
shall
you
love
can-
him and
may-
squeeze him
Maybe
and
you
name
can
him
interact
George.
with Phil. Yeah, maybe you can interact with Filbert.
They
what is
tap their beak almost as if to think. Some things are better left unsaid.
True.
Can't agree more.
Also, chat Bubby is here.
Bubby is here.
Oh yay! Happy Bubby.
Happy Bubby.
Fucking
Hello.
wish my cat would stay in my room, but he keeps leaving me.
Is there anything you would call yourself of what you would describe yourself in your own words in a way that you would like?
Yeah, what's pleasing to you that you would call yourself
They
besides
think
Oren?
for a moment. Collector
A collector.
seems fitting.
Oh,
Well,
do you collect?
Very much so.
then that's how it shall be recorded. Collector
Would you
Oran.
like to see my collection? I keep it with me.
Sure.
Yes, I would love to
Absolutely.
see your collection.
They undo the robe around their waist and pull their robe back slightly to reveal A collection of various trinkets. Little baubles of metal, a dagger or two here or there, probably collected from various places. What sticks out to some of you is there's a couple of scraps of hair.
Huh.
What's with that?
What is the story behind these
Friends.
friends?
Mir is looking at
Gave them
a
to
sad, lonely, unwanted creature with a penchant for collecting things, and
Yeah,
he's
I'm now feeling bad for this guy.
like he's immediately
They-
back to Trellis,
Vin-
and now he wants to adopt them and take them with him.
Vin is
Well,
still
Vin
feeling
is-
Vin is still feeling the same way. He's hostile and ready for this thing to strike.
Quick,
They
what are you
helped
warriors?
me. I did not want to forget them.
That's very sweet.
This one
Wish I had
was
something
a
more.
nice cat woman. She gave me food back in the town. They point to another scrap. This one belonged to an elf. They gave me my robes and walking stick.
Wow. I'm recording, by the way. I've got a notebook. Scribbling.
Yeah.
Is there any way to update what the scan says?
There is not. It is automated.
That's disappointing.
They tap one of the daggers. I found this a long time ago.
Did you
Is
find
there
it?
anything of note about the dagger?
How'd you find it? Yeah. And where?
Dropped on the street. Silver and ivory.
Oh.
The owner never came back for it.
Did you wait for them?
I did.
It's a beautiful piece. It's a shame that they left it behind.
Guys, can we keep
Belong, belonged to a monster hunter, I think.
You'll all see Vin. If you look at Vin, you can see his eyes are just like they're betraying how tough and like how he's trying to look. He's very much afraid now.
A monster hunter, you say?
I could.
What kind of monster hunter?
I didn't get a good look, but I could smell the blood on him. Lots of different kinds. Not all sapient. Not all sentient either.
You know how it is with people who carry silver things around with them. Can't trust them. They're dangerous.
A silver ring is not dangerous, nor is a silver coin.
No, when they start brandishing it as a weapon against whatever they deem as a horror of some sort, that's when they become dangerous and reckless and untrustworthy.
The consort speaks up. We're stopping here for the evening. We're not going to be able to make the bound in one day, much less 3.
I do appreciate you showing us these things. I am a collector myself, I guess. We all are archivists, you know how it is.
Well, I'm
But-
sure you'd like to get back to your walk then, wouldn't you?
Well,
Actually, you've all been very kind to me. More than most.
if we are staying here for the night,
Yeah.
and if you would like to join us, may I record more of your story?
That sounds nice.
I would really love to, and I will put it in the Archives Grand Library at some point. You will be remembered.
They nod. As they will slowly climb off of the fox.
I love fascinating individuals. Ooh.
Mirrors is already well beyond anything near being uncomfortable around them. They are just fully like, I want to keep them. I want to let's take
Like
them with us.
I understand why people are nervous. I understand
I
this.
get it.
I get it.
I think it's correct, and I think that they are wrong.
My baby, if I die tonight, it's on you.
Yeah, if I die, it's on you.
My
I
baby,
haven't
Sorry.
quite
on you.
sussed out the vibe yet. Yeah.
I am at least. I look. I believe all stories have to be recorded, so I'm recording this one. Damn it. We set up camp time. Wahoo! Campy.
So given that we clearly were not aware that there were other people on this floor, can I cast Fairy Fire just in case?
You may.
Okay.
Nothing pops up.
So okay. So the only things that are I'm gonna go with blue as the outline because fish. So
Fish.
we are the only things.
Ish.
Everyone that we are aware of are the only things that are outlined, right?
In the radius of fairy fire, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right.
You're welcome.
You
I'm
are
trying to
correct.
find I'm trying to
Yeah.
find a very specific GIF, and I can't find it.
GIF.
Well, I think I know
We
where
are
to
also
find it.
all blue now. We are all slightly glowing blue.
Oh,
That's the power, right?
How
Blue
effective,
now.
cat.
the power of blue.
Blue now. That's my secret. That's my special attack.
I'm kind of like, ooh. I never get used to fairy fire. It's always so. I like to. Murmurs wiggling their fingers like, ooh.
I used to cast the spell for my siblings and my cousins, and they always loved to be different colors. And they would run around and they would make little games of who got to be blue and who got to be purple, and they would have their own little areas where they would play, and it was very, very funny seeing them all. Because they would always pick different colors too. It didn't matter which one was their favorite. They would just decide in that day which club they wanted to be part of.
Yeah.
They nod. As the light begins to falter and night begins to come by, who would like to take first watch?
Vin will take first watch. He only has to sleep 4 hours.
Is anybody joining up with Vin?
Yeah, boy.
Vin and Estrella.
I was gonna offer to take it this time because I took like second or third last time.
No, go to sleep, fish baby.
Fish baby. Go to
Okay.
sleep.
Fish baby.
Go to bed, fish baby. Mwah.
Estrella,
Thank you.
to start out your watch, roll me another wisdom save.
And this is when I start rolling polling. We love to see it. How do I get rid of this undo auto list? Fuck off. Fuck off. See, I told you.
Could somebody update the music, please?
No,
So
we will listen to
bloody.
Take 5 forever.
I would like
Take
something more ominous, something eerie.
You must listen to music
Oh,
in
no.
5-4. That is ominous enough.
If
Yeah,
5-4 is ominous enough.
Okay,
5-4 is
I'll
pretty
look for
ominous.
something, or someone else can look for something
Let me.
since I pulled this up. But
You
you
know,
got ominous,
the
right?
only ominous track that comes to mind immediately is fucking Angel. That one song that you sent me that one time, Max. The
No,
really good one.
I'm gonna say that's not ominous.
It's I like it, but everyone I've shown it to since has said it's very ominous and unnerving.
They obviously do not know what sultry sounds like. Then.
Oh, it's so weird. Like they just,
They don't know what it's.
Wonderful.
Yo.
No, I think this is ominous enough.
I don't know what we're listening to because I don't listen to the music when I'm playing the game.
It's jazzy.
It's
I put Take
experimental.
5 by Dave Brubeck on, which is the most famous song for being in 5/4.
Yes, which is definitely a very odd time signature.
It makes it work though. I like Take
Yes.
5. We could put I'm the Devil on. Whoa, Clams Casino. Whoa.
No, an ad.
I have put the Switch down and
It
just
always be
drawing
doing that
squares
when you
and
be
boxes.
changing.
Can we put Estrella in the middle so that it's still symmetrical?
No.
Oh.
You know, what, I'll do Estrella a favor.
Okay, and then you can. No. Get in the box, damn it!
No, remember, you finish it. Remember, finish it.
Hold.
Estrella.
Okay. There we go.
Something about tonight just doesn't feel correct.
Yeah, I could tell.
It almost feels as if this entire floor has eyes on you. You can't get it out of your head. You feel it. You know it. Deep down in your God's damned bones. Something's coming for you.
Vin's gonna look over to Estrella and whisper, "You know if he's asleep yet?"
Pulling out her agent again. No idea.
How do I use this? He'll say as he looks at it.
She's gonna like kind of show him the keyboard and type.
He will very much baby's first time using a keyboard as he taps it one at a time, trying to go through this slowly and type out. I don't want them here.
Take the back.
Miris is too trustworthy.
Very. Think they might have run over Momo too. Hope
And
is on our side.
He'll type. That moment was supposed to be smart.
Archivers gotta archive. Do not want this floor.
You know how it is with the archival.
It's true. It's true. Archivist got archive.
I'm about to be
I'm gonna steal that now.
You know how it is in the archive.
Yeah. You know how it is with spaghetti.
Vin will then hand you back the agent, saying out loud, "I really, really hope we don't run into that silver bastard."
Yeah. She doesn't feel comfortable talking out loud. She's fucking paranoid right now. Again, typing her agent. What's silver back?
Hey, Vin.
Yes,
I assume
Evie?
you're on like high alert, right?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he
About
Very
2 or
high
3
alert.
hours into your watch, you see Orin actually get up. Clearly kind of groggy.
Vin's just gonna watch him hand on his blades.
You see them wander over to the basic campfire. put down their bag. They clearly haven't noticed that either of you are awake.
Remember, he will just keep quiet.
And they unwrap what appears to be a very small kettle of some kind.
Gonna keep watching him. Just silently sign over to Estrella, just to finger over the mouth, just to keep quiet.
She is just gonna like kind of lean, like, oh yes, I am asleep. I fell asleep.
I am asleep.
I am asleep.
Vin's just moving like the not up. He's very much sitting very still wherever he's seated currently, hands on his weapons, waiting for them to do something.
You see Orin go through a very slow and meticulous process of preparing a pot of tea. Whenever the fire seems to dim a little too low for their liking, they seem to flap their wings a little at it, as if to feed the flame a bit, to make it hotter again.
Vin is slowly gonna just stand up, just very much just like with practiced precision of how not to make a noise when moving, from his days of being a criminal, just slowly stand up in hopes to avoid being detected.
Roll stealth. This will not be a difficult roll.
25.
Easily remain undetected. You're a ghost to Orin.
Vin is just gonna slowly and ever carefully inch closer and closer.
As you are taking your time to do so, eventually, as the kettle begins to let out a light ring, they move quickly for the first time you've seen them. Almost as if to remove it before it woke anyone up. As you see them pour out the contents of the small kettle into a small wooden cup. As they go back to those slower movements.
Vin is gonna be right behind them now and just say, "Thirsty tonight, aren't we?"
Good and sleep. Would you like some?
What you drinking?
Bansang grows here along the trees.
Vin will take a cup from him.
The cups
And
are about what you'd expect.
he will motion that he's drinking it, and then once he thinks he's like done that, he'll slowly sleight of hand just slide it over to Estrella to analyze.
Ooh.
So funky.
You may roll medicine if you like, Estrella.
There you go.
It was. Estrella's so eepy.
It's so easy, huh? Spaghetti?
You know it is with spaghetti.
I do.
Yeah. They look to you, Vin. I understand.
Goddamn it, Australia.
I mean, 15 isn't terrible.
It is enough to determine that this tea isn't harmful. It probably doesn't taste great. But it's not going to hurt you. Does that make sense?
Still other things though.
The only pain that will be caused by this tea is emotional from being disappointed by the flavor.
Yes.
So
Very
as
silly.
Vince, as he's talking, Vince just gonna maneuver around the fire to be sat directly across from him be directly across from him before sitting down.
The people in town, they are like you.
Suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
They didn't like me either.
Wouldn't call it a dislike, more just you meet someone in a place that's supposed to be unpopulated, and suddenly they the way they behave and how one of our friends starts being uneasy about them, and they bring up silver bastards with weapons.
This place is unpopulated. I don't live here.
Make a point.
Where do you live then?
One floor up, way outside town.
Get lonely out there, huh?
No choice. They don't like me.
I will give you this. You're an odd sort. It's really it, isn't it?
They nod.
So, you're interested in us now.
Most of you have treated me kindly. That is rare.
Well, you know what they say. Some people are just more inviting than others. A little too open for sharing and caring and such. A
The
little too
world,
open to who they invite in when they should be wary about what exactly they're letting in.
the world would be better if more people did. You have asked me a lot of questions. May I ask you one?
It's only fair.
Why are you running?
He'll lose his face. So like his face will soften, just like he loses like the tough interrogational face he was wearing. What do you mean?
I see it in your eyes. You're running from something.
You know, some people, like you said, should be a lot nicer.
Hmm.
We can't run forever.
Can keep making distance. Distance buys you time. Distance gets you a plan going. Distance.
Dream job.
You know.
You don't want to end up like me.
Loneliness does terrible things to the mind.
They nod. They did not like me in town. Called me different, weird, too many things separate from my parents. The way I talked, the way I acted. I chose to leave.
So you want to know why I left?
I do not believe you had much of a choice.
Oh, I had plenty of choices, you know. But you know, just there's greed in the hearts of man.
They nod. I have been to more floors than this and the one above. When you are on your own, you tend to wander.
Yeah, yeah, I know that feeling.
Has it crossed your mind that there is no sun in this place?
I've noticed it. Yeah, I mean, they told me there's some sort of artificial day-night cycle or something, but you know, that's more just for pleasantries.
Then why is the light warm? A candle's light is not warm. Why is this light different? I've seen why. Talked to it too.
What do you mean, it?
They're like me, but bigger.
And where would they be?
Many floors up. A big round chamber. Covered in mirrors and colored glass.
Why
That
didn't you stay with them?
couldn't. that place is special. The archivist said unauthorized personnel can't remain here.
There's that bureaucratic nonsense they're always on about, isn't it?
I don't know. But it sounded important. I know what's happening to your friend.
Can you stop it?
They shake their head. It's this place. Some people just lose the plot, so to speak, here. The vast emptiness, nothing but trees and glowing grass. For some people, it breaks them for a little while.
Any way to. What'll happen if we don't stop whatever's breaking them? How we put them back together?
I've seen it fix itself once a person has left.
What happens if they don't?
They hurt themselves.
Don't suppose you have a tea for that.
No, sorry.
Not your fault. Not everyone's skilled at that sort of thing.
I learned from a book.
Book about what?
About tea.
Anything special in that tea book of yours?
There are some recipes I'd like to try someday. For part is an interesting idea, but it probably wouldn't taste very good. Too much mint and bitter vanilla ruins the taste.
You look sweet.
Kind of. It's complicated.
Vin will reach into his bag and pull out one of those little sacks of candies, and he'll hand him a handful. Eh,
I will
yours.
accept it. Thank you. You are kinder than I thought.
Who says you can't trust a clown?
It is almost the end of your watch soon.
Yeah, I mean, Everyone needs that beauty sleep.
They nod. I will probably not be able to sleep the rest of the night. Many sleepless nights like this recently.
Any reason why?
I don't know.
Well, when you find someone who's nice, maybe you can ask them about it. Preferably someone who's trained in that sort of thing. Heard
May.
lavender helps you sleep.
I will try to find some later. You should wake the others. I am afraid of doing it. I do not know how much you saw, but it is difficult for me to handle people with care.
Oh.
Well, lucky me. Lucky you have me then. Go on then. Go do what you need to do. I'm sure you'll be
Living in
fine.
a paper world.
They nod. And with that, the first watch goes remarkably and eventfully. I was half certain you were about to stab Orin through the heart.
Finn's
Lord.
reasonable.
Wait,
Finn's
baby,
reasonable.
Wait, baby, I'm sure BDs of this similar to this field exist.
Also,
Anyway.
That's
props
different
to
than-
anybody who can guess what is actually different about Orin.
The fact that
Part of me is assuming since like this bit, it might be something similar to like the Dark Lord in BG3.
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's kind of a Superman scenario.
I will state that there is nothing supernatural going on with Orin.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying an unbelievably fast, strong entity that has to interact with the world like it's made out of feathers.
I will reveal the difference between Orin and most other people in setting after session.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Is this field madness or is just this the fucking thing fucking with her?
What's that?
Is it
They've
field
been-
madness?
We've been talking
I'm
in the chat about
interested.
field madness.
Is it field madness?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like-
field madness.
The way you're describing it doesn't make it seem like field madness.
It's field madness.
Those are the symptoms.
It's magical field madness.
Magical
This
field
is
madness.
extra freaky.
Field magicalness.
Which, okay, it's so much fun. It's so funny to me that the person who came from Cyberpunk land with all of its massive cities is the one that ended up with the field madness, because that's how it works in real life.
I am
too.
going to state something to you,
Yes.
just sort of out of character, above board. Orin is wrong. You aren't losing the plot. You are.
Oh.
Just remember,
For
Orin
gaining the
can only, infer what's happening based on what he's personally perceived. So
I'll
he's
be right
seen
back,
this
y'all.
happen to people before. It just
I'll be right
thinks,
back,
oh,
y'all.
this place drives people crazy sometimes.
Fair enough.
I love
But
these
yeah,
things.
no, Orin is dead wrong about what's happening to you. He
Oh
is
boy.
right though. If you get off the floor, you're fine.
So it's like
It's something.
Owen thinks it's field madness. So is it not field madness? I'm lost.
I'm not gonna spoil what it is. I'm just telling you that Orin is dead wrong.
Okay, but how
Okay.
do we feel about these things from Witch's Hat? I love them.
They're very cute. I like them. They're
The-
funky little guys.
Okay.
Yes, who is taking the next watch? Orin will be up for the rest of the night.
I guess I haven't
yeah,
done a
me-
watch yet.
Yeah, I guess me and Murmur. I wanna
Right.
be on one.
Yeah, I can
Then
take
I
a full sleep
assume-
because I usually take a watch.
That's fair. That's fair.
I will say, Vin is many things. He is a liar, he is a cheat, he is a scoundrel, but he's not a murderer.
A cold-blooded murderer is not on the list.
No, okay, to be entirely fair, if Vin had killed Orin,
There would have been
I
a
think-
fight.
okay. If Vin had killed Orin, Vin is not leaving this floor alive, and Mirrors is going to make sure of that.
Damn.
Mirrors is very, very against any kind of unnecessary death of any kind. Unnecessary, of course.
Oh, he's a
like,
druid,
obviously,
of course.
Yeah, if we are threatened in any way, then and death is the only way to undo that, then yes, obviously that's necessary. If Vin just killed Orin for no reason other than he thought he might be a threat, Mirrors was going to kill Vin.
We were gonna see Mirrors
So, yeah.
crash out.
Yeah. Anyway, Vin will pick up the tea next to Estrella since they're looking like they're asleep. He'll walk over to Mirrors, wake up. Come on, wakey, have some nice morning tea.
Tea, wonderful. How did you get tea?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. He'll just hand it to you.
It's like slightly cool now.
Yeah.
It's a little cool, but still surprisingly warm.
Oh, getting up and stretching, and
Yes.
Murmur cracks in several places when stretching.
Fish, you're pretty familiar
Fish?
with magic, right?
I heard my name. Yes.
Fish.
Roll Arcana.
Interesting.
Used magic to magic hot tea
This cup's enchanted.
of
Oh,
out hot.
You recognize the subtle rune work.
Ooh.
Of out heat.
Rune.
Hot eat the tea.
You
Yeah.
of in-
Exactly.
Of in cold,
what
heat
I
the
was
food. Of
saying.
out hot, eat the food.
Yes. Exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you.
I'm glad we all speak the same language.
So the tea is of course slightly cold, but it's still like fairly warm because of the runes, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, cool, neat. Where on earth did you get an enchanted cup then?
And don't worry about it. I come across these things. Anyway, I'm gonna doze off for a bit. Make sure no one stabs me while I'm asleep.
I want-
No horny women choke me out while I'm in my sleep. Just make sure no one murders me.
Well, yes,
know
of
how
course
it
I
is
will make
with the
sure no one
women who
murders
choke
you,
you
but are you
out.
sure you would like for me to interrupt a horny woman?
If Estrella starts choking me out again, just stop them next time. That's all I ask.
Yes, but that wasn't okay. To clarify, would you like for me to stop them if the intent was to actually harm, or would you just like for me to give you a moment of privacy if there are other intentions?
You know what? You know what? We'll come up with a sign for that.
All
We'll-
right.
we'll-
I'm
We'll,
going.
we'll think of we'll think of a sign for that. I'll give you a tell. You can interpret it however I tell you to interpret it.
Murmur is cackling
Just
at the obvious misunderstanding here.
I am asleep.
you have fun with Murmur and your bird friend over there. I'm gonna go sleep over
Yeah.
by Australia where it's nice over there.
Okay, you have fun. Get your beauty sleep, buddy.
It's noise over there.
It's very important I keep this slim, unique, beautiful figure going well.
The moneymaker.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm asleep, by the way.
We know. We know.
Mosk fucking sleep talking
Good
is
sleep
wonderful.
commentary.
Sleep
Yeah.
commentary.
All right. I'm actually gonna sit near Orin next to the fire.
Well, I was going to offer us to all sit together.
As the two of you sit next to the fire, you see Orin gently flapping their wings to fuel it.
Oh.
That's quite useful, thank you.
They nod. Rest well.
As much as I can. It's not easy sleeping on the old guard ground. I'm looking forward to a bed.
I have always found it a bit uncomfortable to sleep above the water regardless.
Oh, yeah, that must be delightful. Being able to sleep weightlessly.
Mm.
Oof.
They hand the two of you some cups with
Oh,
very similar rune work.
thank you so much.
Torvin got the cup.
This is ooh, fancy
Murmur,
work.
roll Arcana.
Feel like Arcana. We could do Arcana. Probably.
Oh.
What is
This
with
is a very
these
nice cup.
rolls? Yeah, very nice cup. There's runes. It's very nice.
Thank you. I made them myself.
Oh my. It's excellent work.
Magic are you familiar with?
They think for a minute, as if attempting to decipher the best way to answer the question. There is a rune smith who used to live in town, made enchanted stuff for the nobles. Yes?
Hmm.
Mhm.
He was like a dad to me when my parents tossed me out.
Oh. So you learned from
I
a true expert.
learned a lot from him, but no one wanted to buy from me.
It's a shame. These are delightful.
They are wonderful. It's beautiful work.
Patience yields mastery, he always said.
Hmm. Wise words. His work must have been phenomenal.
Those runes are derivative of the same enchantments you'd find on a flaming blade.
Uh-huh. And you've delicately diluted them just to the point where they keep a cup of tea warm.
Took a lot of tries.
It's wonderful. Took a lot of care.
The first few times, the cups burned to ash.
Mm. That's how it
The
can be with
others,
rune work.
it chilled things instead of heating them.
Mm.
I keep those at home for other things.
I could see them being useful.
After my 20th or 30th attempt, I got it right. Still, no one was interested.
Hmm.
If it's any consolation, I'm quite interested.
I am glad to hear that. I have many things like these back home.
Well, I do say the city upstairs. I frequented quite often, and I know some folks who might be interested.
They will know me too, and they will not think well.
Shame. I hate to see talent go to waste.
It is not their fault.
Nor is it yours.
Many arrive in town afraid, wondering how they will make a new life.
Mm,
But you all plan to go past it, right?
this is
Mhm.
true.
We do.
I'm accompanying them. This it's quite unprecedented what's happening here, and well, someone's got to be there to see it.
Hmm. I've been meaning to go back up for a while.
Is there
But
somewhere
it's
you'd
hard.
like to see?
There is an enchanted forest many floors up. They tap their head. Learned to make something to fix my head.
Fix your head?
I think weirdly.
Hmm.
How so?
It's difficult to describe.
Hmm. What are you seeking out that changes how you think?
Not changes, speeds up.
Ah, I see.
All steps in time, though.
Hmm.
Your other friend, the strong one, pointing to Osk, has not spoken
That's
much
me.
today.
That's me.
Is
Sometime
he okay?
Sometimes he becomes very analytical, and I believe he's just been observing.
they're usually back
Me
and
punk.
forth. I think
Mhm.
they're unsure what to think and don't want to make a hasty decision,
Mhm.
despite the what I would assume previous employ. One would usually think of a bunch of meatheads, but this one
Mm.
has a wisdom that I have yet to see fail them.
Mhm.
Good. Strength means nothing without a mind to back it up.
Mm, I would agree.
Have either of you actually tasted the tea?
Oh yes, I've been sipping.
Yes.
This is pretty bad.
Oh well. I'm not a rude
It's
guest.
fun.
That's funny. You're out here
Okay, so the
drinking
team does
bad
actually do
tea.
emotional damage. Got it.
He's doing actual emotion. Honestly, I've probably
worse.
had worse.
Honestly, yeah.
You
If
can
offered
imagine.
to try
You
a
could
new
tell
food,
the
Murmur
reason
would
it's
try it.
bad. You could probably tell. You could tell that it's probably pretty bad because it actually hasn't been prepared like tea. It looks like
Right.
just some vines dropped into the kettle. If that makes sense.
Right.
Mhm.
Probably scalded.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh well.
This tea reminds me a lot of a mix that my mother would make whenever one of us was ill. It was terribly, terribly bitter, even worse than this actually. Uh, but she always said that the worse the medicine tasted, the better it worked.
That
Uh,
is surprising. The vines here taste fairly awful.
Probably wasn't helped
Oh,
by
that's
the
so
fact that my
funny.
mother was always terrible at making tea.
Oh well. Honestly, it's better than nothing.
And again, it's not that bad to me because I've had far, far worse.
Typically, in my experience, the fouler the taste of the beverage, the more fun you're going to have.
I do not drink anymore.
Don't think I'm going to again.
I wasn't talking about alcohol.
What
Ooh.
were
Oh?
you talking about then?
So there's this funny thing you can do
Oh no.
with very specifically grown sets of mushrooms, those that carry psilocybin. When brewed into a tea and added,
You are a drug addict. Got it.
I'm not an addict, I'm a psychonaut.
I can stop whenever
There's
I
a
want.
difference.
The only difference is one has a fancy word, and the other is called an addict.
At least I'm having fun. It's an interesting experience. All I say is that people at least try it maybe once. I understand if you don't, if that's not like a thing that you do, that's not, I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to push.
I do not believe that that would be wise for me.
In your sake,
I
yes,
agree.
I would not recommend it.
Given what happened the last time I attempted any kind of substance, be it psychedelic or otherwise, I don't think I would like to. I overslept for the entirety of an entire very important section of our journey.
Is that what happened to you?
I was very drunk.
What
I
did
was
you
I
drink?
way too much of something I'm not entirely sure what it was.
Oh, oh, honey, you do not put anything in your body that you don't know what it is.
But the bees assured me that it would be fine. I was not fine.
Oh, oh, honey, no. Don't let anyone do that to you. No.
I do not trust anything with a built-in weapon.
You know,
It's entirely
that's a
valid.
solid.
I'm assuming that you don't enjoy very spicy foods then either.
That is a defense mechanism. That's different.
You know, jellyfish before, and it was actually delicious, especially raw.
Also, I cannot taste spice.
No, you are avian. Most avians can't.
We should try it. We should all try raw jellyfish the next time we are able to get our hands on it. It's delicious. The stinging cells are make it very spicy.
Well, that is if I can digest those toxins. I don't know if I can.
Have you considered shrimp?
Oh, shrimp. I don't remember when the last time I had some was. It's been a
There
while.
is a large ocean many floors above us, where the shrimp
There
get as
is?
big as a large cat.
Well, that's a lot of margaritas.
Well, now I want to ascend even further and even faster.
Yes,
It's
the
been
big.
so long since I've seen the ocean.
It is. There is. From what I've heard, some other very, very large things in there. But I'm sure honestly, with you being around, I think we'd have a better chance of navigating it than without.
Yes, I do have a very unique ability to speak to the fish. I can't always understand what they say back to me, but I can get the help that I need fairly easily.
And
You
also, you can swim.
Yes,
can
I can
talk
do that.
to fish.
Well, as Vin likes to put it, I am also a fish, so I suppose it tracks.
You are also capable with your druidic magics, yes?
That is both. I have a spell that lets me speak to animals, and also that's just like one of the things that Tritons can do is they can
Yeah,
talk to fish, but the fish can't. Okay,
That was
just
yes.
clarifying.
Yeah, that was what I was inferring.
Fish.
Mhm.
And that is also a
Well,
capability.
it is named Emissary of the Sea.
Can you make them do tricks?
Only if
Do a
they
backflip.
are willing to. It depends. Dolphins, I find, are impossible. Actually, I find myself very unfond of them.
I've heard
They
unpleasant things about dolphins.
they are terrible,
Dolphins
terrible creatures.
are evil.
I would
They
agree.
are in fact evil.
I would agree. Horrible
I
creatures.
can think of none. I can not think of a single terrible thing that has happened on the reservation that was not caused by a dolphin of some sort. Purely for the entertainment of all of us being distressed by it.
Mm. Ugh. Ugh. Freaky.
I if of all things that might have possibly come from my world, I deeply, deeply hope that the pod of dolphins that lived near my home was not one of them. I hope that they have been contained within these flowers and are now being used to energize the entire archive.
Uh, Unlikely, but that would be a good hope.
So that's what these flowers do. Hmm.
Second floor is like a big battery. That's why it's so
I
empty.
always thought it was just empty
Mm.
as hell.
I mean, it is that. You're not wrong. But
Hey, can I do a perception check real quick?
ooh,
What are you looking for?
Just to see if there's anything around, because we are supposed to be on watch.
Sure.
yeah, we are yapping.
We are yapping like hell.
Well, what they-
The fox
they have-
appears to be dreaming about something and twitches occasionally in their sleep.
Oh, that's so fucking cute. Okay.
Oh, my baby is the same spell I'm under.
I am just trying to continue to do my job, sorry.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny.
With that, we shall end the night's watches and move on to the next day.
Woohoo.
Woke.
Well, God,
I
haven't
got
played
up.
things. Yeah.
Yes. For those of you who were on the second watch going into the next day, you would have all seen Orin begin to unpack something else from their bag.
I'm gonna roll a survival to make breakfast.
It appears to be a slab of some kind of wrapped meat.
Ooh.
And as everyone is getting up, you see Orin count everyone out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll count the fox as 2 people, so that's 7. Notably, when they seem to be talking to themselves, they talk faster. Like a lot faster.
Huh.
Interesting.
I think we've got autism.
Just a little
Actually,
bit.
yes, that's one of the things they do have.
Oh, shocking.
Interesting.
Who would have thunk it?
I never could have guessed.
Not me.
In the autism Discord, who would have thunk it?
I know, right?
Murmur,
Yo,
you can roll history on the meat that they unwrap.
let's see me fail another roll. I'm hoping I'm eventually gonna jinx it. Maybe.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
All you can tell is that is the meat from some sort of that is the red meat from some sort of large reptile.
Ooh, yummy.
Eat fucking dragon meat? Damn.
You can roll
Dinosaur,
nature to try and
probably.
determine that.
You
No,
know,
it's a
big dinosaur.
let's go for it. It could also be a dinosaur, yes.
Yeah, that's
But
just my
anyway,
guess. Murmur knows about the dinosaurs.
Hey,
I think
Maris,
I would.
not dragon,
Uh-huh.
Drake.
Oh.
Close.
Ooh.
Close.
Yo, we're eating Drake.
You
Not
are
beating the allegations.
naturally inclined. You've seen plenty of butchered animals. That was butchered by hand, too.
Ooh.
Interesting. How on earth did you get meat from a drake?
How else do you get meat from a wild animal?
You killed a drake on your own.
Sorry, they did what?
Holy shit.
They,
We've got Kendrick Lamar.
We got Kendrick Lamar. That's what I said. Yo, we're eating Drake.
Yo, wait,
Yo, we're eating Drake.
We got Kendrick Lamar outside.
We got Kendrick Lamar on our
Kendrick
side.
Lamar.
The thing going on with Orin is he's actually Kendrick Lamar.
He's actually Kendrick Lamar. In secret.
He's the world's #1 hater.
You all just see them nod slowly. It was a small one.
good. That would have been. I don't. Not that I have any doubts that you could possibly take on a fully adult drake, but that's
still
seems-
impressive.
still very impressive.
They actually roll back their sleeves to show you their bracers. Handmade, like the cups.
Wow.
Can I do Arcana to try and see if I can figure out like what kind of runes are on them?
Sure.
I'm also gonna see if I'm.
Ah, fuck.
I too want to pursue.
Maris, you don't know the runes. Murmur, you kind of know them. Estrella, that's a 9, right?
I went to bed, yeah. Went back to bed, actually. Very EP.
I kind of know that.
Yes. Murmur,
Yes.
these runes are placed usually on the ends of hammers as a force multiplier.
Ooh.
Cool.
Very cool.
You can assume that this is probably also part of the reason why he's so very careful about moving things.
Holy shit, that's awesome. I
Oh.
Murmur's gonna be like, whoa, that's incredible,
Oh, can we maybe get him to make some for Osk?
right?
I know.
Oh my god. Awesome.
Imagine. Wait, no, son. Imagine fucking. Hold up. Pause. Imagine out of character for a second. Imagine Osk in big mode with bronze
Shotgun
and these
fucking
braces.
hammer fists. My god. Bam bam. Bam. Bam bam. That shit breaks the sound barrier.
I will specify out of character. These bracers are a magic item. That their purpose is to convert all unarmed damage into force damage.
That's very cool.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
That is so it's magical damage technically, and therefore can harm.
It bypasses resistances. There's like 2 things in all of D&D that are resistant or immune to force damage. Basically,
Force is a very
Orin
good
could
damage
beat the
type.
shit out of most anything with his bare hands.
I love force damage as a
I am
thing.
getting a phone call, apparently.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my.
All right.
Force damage is one of my favorite kinds of damage, and I use it with almost every character because I know it's
You
reliable.
don't know the number, not expecting a call. It's not getting picked up.
Good enough.
Oh.
That's a good rule to follow.
Yes. But they will continue. I took many months to make these. Lots of sprained wrists.
Oof, I could imagine. Your craftsmanship is, gorgeous.
Yes, you do have cool bracers, Osk.
Osk would like to compare notes at this point and look at like show off bracers.
Oh yeah, your cool bracers. Show the cool bracers.
With also runes on them because I am a rune carver.
Yeah. They will sort of lean in a little, tracing one of their talents across the runes. These are well done.
Oh, thank you. I spent a long time trying to figure this out.
They nod. I can tell. They are well born, too.
Yeah, had him a while.
Look at that. You're both runesmiths. I forgot. Yeah.
Enchantry would be more accurate for me.
Yeah, I got that giant's technique.
They nod. His technique is far faster than mine.
It's always interesting to see comparisons of different people's methods of achieving similar goals.
They nod as they will sort of hold one of their bracers out to you, Osk.
Cool.
They're
gorgeous. I will peruse.
Runes apply the aspect of force. It's how I dropped the Drake.
That's very cool.
That's incredibly cool.
That is because you released They Not Like Us. And played that shit at the Super Bowl.
I looked dead in the camera and said,
"It is still
hey, Drake."
wild to me that he got away with that."
Looked dead into the camera and said, "Hey, Drake, I heard you like him young."
They
Okay,
not
okay.
like us.
I finished my soda. Give me about 2 seconds so I can go get another one.
Bro had both
Good
his
luck.
exes
Godspeed.
fucking dancing on his fucking grave.
Fucking crip walking on him.
He
Crip
fucking
walking on 'em.
murdered. He murdered Drake's career live on stage.
On
Just
national television.
the smile on his face as he did it too. Just the way he looks at the
Oh, that was
camera.
devilish. Devious.
I'm on my
But what-
nefarious shit.
Apparently, he said he was going to be doing a different song and just broke that out.
Yes,
Incredible.
I remember.
I saw a tweet about her dancing. Like someone said she hasn't moved like that since she had the baby.
Damn.
Yeah, he set this up so that way he could call Drake out in the middle of the fucking Super Bowl.
That
Biggest audience you could get.
Yep.
I love him.
And the
for-
stadium sang along with him,
I
bro.
know.
They sure did.
I love him for a number of different purposes. And not only was that performance hysterical because of that, but the performance was also very like
Listen,
poignant.
I don't usually listen to rap. I followed that Kendrick Lamar Drake beef because it's legendary.
It's like he's definitely by far one of my favorite hip hop artists.
He's been the GOAT for so long.
I have returned. We are out of sodas.
Oh, that's
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
There
It's
are
okay. I still have water.
so many other ways he could have handled that, and he decided, no, I choose violence.
I am digging the dagger. I am digging this man's grave with the dagger I stabbed him with. That is what he's
Yeah.
He's not
doing.
just one. He has 3 diss tracks on Drake.
And
Yeah.
they
And he
all...
released them all on the same day.
Oh, man.
And Drake has handled this every wrong
So
way he could
poorly.
have.
So poorly. The fact that he
If a
mentioned...
guy
first off,
released 3 diss tracks on me in one day, I'd pack up.
Bro,
Yeah.
Fight's over. Game.
bro really said after all of that, haha, this beef has been fun, but it's just play, haha. No.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not to Kendrick,
Not to
bro.
me.
Kendrick has personal beef here. We
Oh,
do
yeah.
not know what's going on behind the scenes, but this shit is personal.
Kendrick is gonna low
Yeah.
tier god him.
Yeah.
The only way he could have made it more obvious if he straight up just looked at the if he just straight up did, hey Drake, you should kill yourself now
with the thunder and
Listen.
everything.
with the thunder and everything.
Kendrick walked up on stage and did the rap equivalent of yelling, "Block this overhead."
Literally.
Block this overhead. Incredible.
All right, back to game, please.
Game.
Yes.
Gaming.
Gaming.
But yes, he nods. I make this kind of thing a lot.
Vin's gonna look at him. How much for one of the cups?
The cups?
You know, the cups you make. You know, the one you gave me the tea in?
Those ones are not for sale. I have a different set for sale back home.
Well, your home is in the direction we are heading, so
Yes.
we could always
Could
drop
we-
by.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make something happen.
I have a feeling we
nod.
might be spending a little bit on the 3rd floor.
Yes, your rune work is immaculate. I would love to see some of the things that you've made.
They nod. I have a similar set of bracers for my legs, too.
Oh,
Ooh.
They
Big kicks.
only work as a set.
I see.
This is a strange question, but how high can you jump with them?
Oh.
They do not help with that.
Oh. That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Would be fun though. Though I assume.
Apparently, I'm still bleeding, like the tiniest little bit.
That wound really got you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like it's so weird.
You know. My home has enough room for you all to stay for a while.
Oh?
It'd be nice to have a nice, decent bed.
You got it, Mr. Lamar.
you got it, Mr. Lamar. We'll stay at
mean,
your
that's
house.
Incredibly
As
generous
long-
offer.
As long as the town does not learn you are staying with me, you should not be hassled.
We're good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
wouldn't be a
Estrella?
I'm taking a nap.
Wisdom save.
problem.
No, I'm taking a nap. You can't make me.
In fact, I can.
He literally has access to your sheet,
That's true.
Lilith.
He can do that for you.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Anyway,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
failing you guys.
Hey, Estrella,
Yeah, I know, I failed.
take 10 psychic damage.
Oh god,
Okay.
Oh no.
My God, what the fuck?
that's a lot.
Hey, hypothetically, can I like overwrite whatever the hell is happening to Estrella with fucking Macarena?
No. Seth.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, that would make it worse. I think.
That would actually make it worse, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Like the fucking psychic damage from Macarena is way less than whatever the hell is happening to them now. So if I could overwrite it, that would be
Yeah.
wonderful. But apparently,
Hey,
you can
Estrella? You do not know when or how this happened. There's a wound in your arm. A pretty
Oh.
nasty one.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Uh-oh. God. Did I fucking scratch myself in my sleep? Did I hit a rock? Who knows?
What the hell
Anyway.
happened there?
We just
So the
deal
rest
with
of
it.
you, there is no wound.
Oh.
Hey, we love it. We love schizophrenia.
Oh, don't you telling me, buddy.
You know it. I know, am I right, chat?
I know.
You're
Oh,
so
let me
right.
tell you about
Telling the
schizophrenia.
schizophrenic about schizophrenia. Oh, I need to remember to.
I feel like we're like 5 seconds away from like circling around me, just screaming nightmare, 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 nightmare.
We would not do that to you. Why would we?
I would do that to you.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Evie would do that because
that's
he's
bad.
mean.
Evil,
Do
evil,
not
evil.
send people into psychosis episodes.
I will send people into the nightmare realm.
That
Don't
is
put people
evil
in
and bad.
psychosis. You know what, Evie? Just for that, I'm shoving you in the locker.
Hold up, I have a meme for this actually. I have a perfect meme
Hold
for
up,
this.
I'm getting shoved in the locker real quick.
Dunk his ass.
When he gets back here, let me know.
Whoa, I'm the
Alright.
host of the Watch Together now.
Yeah. Anyway, a real autism spectrum disorder never speaks of schizophrenics.
Real.
Evie's being mean again to the people with mental illness again. It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Chat, do
So,
we
yeah.
cancel Evie again?
We
Hashtag
canceled
Evie
Evie
is
for
double over party.
a 6th time. How many times have we canceled
Triple
Evie
over.
so far?
6 times over. I don't know.
They might not your Lord of Lesson, like, you know.
Damn.
Now usually we're like double down, double down.
Double down,
We-
bullying people
we-
with mental illness.
We do chests, but man, don't die.
Bless you.
Stop that dying thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're continuing.
Yeah, continuing on. As the fox begins to wake up, you all see Orin walk over to the pan and actually begin cutting the meat into various chunks with his talons.
sharp.
Interesting.
Like that.
Mm.
Best to be kept sharp.
Mm-hmm. I always make sure I get a good angle on mine. Best for scratching in,
Twitchy scratch.
oh, it's best for scratching if you want to do it in calligraphy, but if you're doing print, it doesn't have to be that sharp.
I don't have much trouble with my claws. They tend to stay sharp on their own.
Do you have like a scratching pole, like a cat?
No, you just, you know,
You know, you
wrong,
just trim
just
your
kinda-
nails every so often. You know, it's part of you maintaining your look.
Exactly, it's maintenance. Not only is it useful, but it makes you look good. Keeps your nails healthy.
Vin will apply his makeup as food is being prepared.
Have you ever gotten a manicure, Vin?
I have once.
It's been a really long time.
Some of the best money I ever spent.
Yes, right. It's a nice. It's nice to get it done. Pamper
That was
yourself
quite
every once in a while.
delightful indeed.
Stop dying, damn. I've never had a manicure before.
Ooh, maybe we should all get one.
You know what? You should get one.
You should get one.
I have a scratching post.
That'll work.
Oh,
Life with mighty cat.
45-degree angle. It's always the best if you want to maintain maximum sharpness. At least that's how I was taught.
You know, I was always just told take care of how you look. You know, keep yourself clean and all that.
Well, it's the same with knives. 45-degree
Oh
angle
yes,
on the whetstone. You always want to keep it just like that.
yes indeed.
Don't want to shave off too much. Don't want to shave off too little. Although at least if you fuck up with nails, they can grow back.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
building fucking Kinder toys for the 9-year-old, and one of these motherfuckers is just a forklift.
Real.
hell
Who's
yeah.
Get that
Forklift?
certification.
I know somebody who's forklift certified.
That's me.
Hell
But I was gonna say,
yeah.
yeah, no, blades are expensive to replace. It's very annoying.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine how long it takes to grow another one of these out? As I wiggle my hands.
It must take you months.
I always wanted a question.
I
Years.
am very grateful for the fact that my claws are relatively normal.
Yes.
I have a
Also,
question,
it would
Mom.
it would take a substantial amount of force, but that's not unlikely to happen.
Is it like the horns of a bull, perhaps? Only they can regrow.
It's much more. Technically, it is a keratin-like substance, but it's bird-like. Honestly, self-examination of archivists is difficult due to the fact that we are constructed. We might be many things, really, or something entirely unique.
Okay, the forklift is actually very cool. It has this like little sticky pad on the bottom of it, and it came with like a pallet of like rocks and bricks, and the sticky pad sticks to them, and it can actually pick them up.
Oh, that's neat.
Also, believe in my child.
um, you know, something that I have not done.
What?
Well,
I've never used my Find Familiar spell.
ooh.
Hey, Evie,
Yes.
if I cast Find Familiar, would you just like to pick one for me?
Ooh.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you casting
we're just
Find
sitting here.
Familiar?
Perhaps.
We have time.
Let me open up my list of approved familiars.
I have a question.
Ooh.
What's your question, Lilith?
Here, while we're just here, all chilling, having breakfast, hanging out.
What was your question,
You know-
Lilith?
Good question.
Australia is going
Okay,
to
whatever
Japan.
the fuck this one is, I'm keeping it. Sorry, Lilith?
What are you keeping, my child?
It looks like a quadrupedal Parasaurolophus with wings.
No.
Oh, what?
One of the Kinder toys I'm building is a quadrupedal Parasaurolophus with wings.
What?
Fuck does that mean?
Show you the parts, and then you can fucking figure out what that means. I'm telling you what I'm describing. I'm
Well,
describing
yeah,
you
but
exactly
like
what
I'm trying to imagine that.
Hold on.
And what the fuck is a Parasaurolophus?
Parasaurolophus is my favorite dinosaur, Steve.
Oh, right, my bad. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot the technical
So-
name of it.
I have my list of approved familiars here, right? I'll tell you what, let's make this interesting. Roll me a D100.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay.
Roll to find familiar.
24.
As we end out session for the day with another day of traveling through floor 2, aka the floor of fuck and all. As you finish your Find Familiar spell and the smoke begins to coalesce, a
Oh,
form
I see what you mean.
begins to appear.
I think it's supposed to be.
You have acquired a anaconda.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey.
What
Thanks, hell
the
yeah.
hell?
You
Where the hell
have
did
a
that come
snake,
from?
a danger tube.
How did you get that here, and what the fuck just happened?
Well, that was a
No.
familiar.
Anaconda.
I summoned it.
And with
Do you
that,
not have this where you're from? Oh.
I've never seen it now, have I? Never seen anyone
with
do. I've
that-
never interacted with wizards.
we will end session for the night since the beginning of the next day seems like a good point to end off.
Alright.
I wish you all a warm night and a warm cup of tea, preferably French vanilla. Will they make it out of floor 2 before the schizophrenia monster kills a member of the party?
So you admit there's a monster. Okay, cool.
Will Oren's whole deal be found out?
Yeah, he's just a dog with autism.
Is there actually something here?
Clearly that
Find
I'm
out next week, maybe, on Ascend the Archive. Good night, everybody.
I think Evie's a bastard.
I'm gonna be real.
All right, the stream is down.
I hope that the last thing that the stream heard was, I think Evie's a
I will end
bastard.
recording.
That was the